Attention duelists. Beings here, Master Duel Monday. Time for the watch and learn. Let's get it on. Our first match, what do we got? Lair of Darkness. They used the effect of Arima the Wicked, pitching itself to add Lair of Darkness to hand. They set 2 cards back down and pass turn to the opponent. The opponent reveals a Blue Eyes White Dragon to summon the Blue Eyes Alt Dragon. Then they activate Deck Devastation Virus and, using Lair of Darkness, tribute their opponent's monster. The Deck Devastation Virus does not find any viable targets. Player then activates Melody of Awakening, pitching Blue Eyes Jet Dragon to add another Alt Dragon. Sets 1 back row, and then Lair of Darkness will give that player 1 Torment token. Passing turn, player draws Fusion Destiny, activates it, sending away the Malicious in their hand with a Dasher from their deck for DPE. Moving to battle, DPE swings over the Torment token. Then the Jet Dragon will summon itself from the graveyard due to a card being destroyed. DPE will use its effect, popping itself and the opponent's back row. Jet Dragon prevents the card from being destroyed. And the player chains Called By to destroy DPE, or to banish DPE. Player uses Back to the Front to resummon DPE before Called By can resolve on it. DPE is now on board in defense mode. No target to be hit by Called By. Lair player passes turn. They draw Trade In, which is revealed due to Deck Devastation Virus. During the standby phase, DPE will pop itself and the Jet Dragon. And then its own effect, which was triggered last turn, will allow it to summon itself from the graveyard. Blue Eyes player reveals a Blue Eyes to summon an Alt Dragon, activates Trade In, pitching the Blue Eyes to draw 2. One's an Imperm, the other is another Trade In. Moving into battle, the Alt Dragon swings over DPE. Jet Dragon will summon itself back to the field. Player activates Super Polymerization. Could have swung with Jet Dragon first. But they do make Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Potentially missed out on 3,000 damage. Passes turn to the Lair player. They draw Branded Fusion. DPE summons itself by its own effect. They attempt to use Imperm to negate the DPE. DPE chains. Pops itself and the Tyrant Dragon. Jet Dragon will activate again to summon itself. But from what I'm seeing in hand, the Lair player has outs to this. Starting with Monster Reborn, summoning the opponent's Tyrant Dragon. Moving into battle. The Jet Dragon will bounce the Tyrant. Main phase 2, player uses Branded Fusion, fusing their own Blue Eyes with Fallen of Albaz to make Albion. Albion will then fuse itself and Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade will use its effect, sending away an Albion to banish the Jet Dragon. Albion during the end phase will add a Branded Fusion to hand. Passes to the Blue Eyes player. And they draw Polymerization. Unfortunate. DPE will summon itself. Blue Eyes player has to pass. It's now the Lair player's turn. They set 1, move into battle, swing with Mirror Jade, swing with DPE. Pass to the Blue Eyes player. Bluest player draws a monster and sets it. Sets a back row polymerization, which we know what that is already. Passes turn. DPE will pop itself and the monster. Then Mirror Jade will swing for game. Felt like a little bit of a messy one. But nonetheless, we press onward. Altergeist player opened 2 Ash Blossoms. Their opponent summons Magical Musketeer Caspar, sets 2 back row, and passes. They draw Altergeist Conquery. Activate Extravagance. In response to the opponent, they draw 2. They summon Pukari, and their opponent will hit them with a Musket Desperado to pop the Pukari. Caspar's effect attempts to reactivate, but will be negated by Ash Blossom. Altergeist player activates Secret Village of the Spellcasters, sets 2 back row, and pass. Activates Altergeist Protocol. Their opponent activates Cosmic Cyclone. And they will stop the Cyclone with a Solemn Judgment. Musket player is going to link off Caspar for Max. Max's effect will activate on summon to special summon a Musketeer, or a number of Musketeers, but will be stopped by the second Ash Blossom. They then normal summon Starfire. Starfire attempts to swing, but they summon Conquery. Conquery will attempt to use its effect targeting Starfire, which would negate her effects. Conquery will be hit by Imperm. But Protocol prevents Conquery from being negated. So it goes through anyway. Musketeer player not reading. Altergeist player summons Marionetter, who will set Altergeist Manifestation. Marionetter will send Conquery to the graveyard to summon Pukari. Then Pukari and Marionetter are going to link together for Hextia. Pukari will add itself back to the hand. Then it will link with the Hextia on the field for Prime Banshee. Hextia will add Multi-Faker. Prime Banshee swings over Starfire. Altergeist player passes turn. They have cut off their opponent from spells now due to the Secret Village. They activate Altergeist Manifestation to summon Hextia. And Multi-Faker will summon itself to the zone pointed to by Prime Banshee and Hextia, and also summon out Silkwittus from the deck. Silkwittus will bounce Altergeist Protocol to the hand to send Max back to the extra deck. They summon Kid Brave and will link it off back into Max. Max will add another Desperado to hand, and a Crooked Crown, and a Fiendish Deal, and a Dancing Needle. They activate Desperado, attempting to pop the Prime Banshee. Hextia will tribute the monster it points to, and Prime Banshee will chain as well. Hextia's effect would negate the Desperado, and Prime Banshee will summon another Altergeist monster to a zone it points to. Musket player activates Fiendish Deal. Prime Banshee summons out the Melusik. Desperado is negated. Musket player passes turn. Prime Banshee and Melusik are going to link together for Memory Gant. Prime Banshee's effect activates, targeting Conquery. And Melusik effect activates as well. They activate Magic Musket Dancing Needle to banish 3 cards from their opponent's graveyard. Melusik, Pukari, and Conquery were all banished, but Marionetter is still added to hand. Marionetter is then summoned. attributes itself to summon back the Prime Banshee. Moving into battle, Prime Banshee swings over max. Hextia swings direct for 4,300, and Memory Gant for 2,800. Altergeist beats Magical Musket. The next one, we have some kind of heavy machinery. Yeah, it looks like Big Machine Synchro. Their opponent summons Scareclaw Reichart. And a Max C is chained into that. No response to the Max C. It goes through. Reichart adds Scareclaw Arrival to hand. A set 2 back row and pass. No Max C challenge here. Duelist A draws Deskbot 001. Normal summon Machina Metal Cruncher with that tribute, loses some stats. Metal Cruncher will reveal 3 Earth Machines, which all 3 are Machina Fortress, so of course one's add to hand. Then Machina Fortress will send itself and a Deskbot 001 to the graveyard, and then summon itself. Both Metal Cruncher and Fortress are going to link together to make Ancient Gear Ballista. The Ballista will add Ancient Gearbox to hand. Gearbox will let them add Infinitrack Tunneler to hand. Gearbox will then be discarded along with the Tunneler to summon the Mechana Fortress again. Fortress and Gear Ballista will link together for Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Haven't seen you in a while. Auroradon will summon out its tokens. Deskbot 001 will summon itself back to the field. Auroradon will tribute itself and a token to summon O-Lion, which will sync together with a token for TG Hyper Librarian. O-Lion will summon a token. Then the Deskbot and the 2 tokens are going to sync together for Karakuri Shogun Model 00. Hyper Librarian's effect will activate to draw a card, and the Shogun's effect will activate on Synchro Summon to summon a Karakuri monster from the deck, which is going to be Gamma Model 4624. Gamma Model and the Shogun will make the Steel Shogun. Hyper Librarian's effect will activate again, and the Steel Shogun's effect will activate to summon a Karakuri monster from the deck, which is going to be a Barrel. The Gamma will banish itself from the graveyard to change the battle position of the Barrel, which will activate the effect of the Steel Shogun, allowing them to draw a card. Then the Barrel and the Steel Shogun are going to sync together, making Baron de Fleur. They've really refilled their hand. Hyper Librarian's effect will activate to draw 1. And they will pitch the card with a Super Express Bullet Train to summon Machina Fortress back from the grave. Baron de Fleur will attempt to pop 1 back row, and the opponent will activate World Legacy Whisper in response. Affecting 1 level 5 or higher monster in the field, it gains 1,000 tech defense until the end of the turn. Negate any opponent's spell effect that activates in the same column as a Mechanite monster you control. I don't. They use Baron de Fleur's negation already. I don't know why. Seems like a waste. Baron de Fleur does pop the other back row, which was Orcus Crescendo. They will banish their own Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion to activate its effect. To normal summon a Mecha Phantom Beast monster from their hand. And the opponent will chain Orcus Crescendo. Which is... Banish this card from the graveyard. Add to your hand 1 of your Dark Machine monsters that is banished or in your deck. Might be a bit too late for Crescendo to save anything. They add the Gearsu Mekk-Knight. O-Lion lets them summon O-Lion, which will sync together with Machina Fortress, making Karakuri Super Shogun. Hyper Librarian lets them draw another card. The Super Shogun will activate to summon a Karakuri monster. And they summon a Watchdog. Watchdog and Hyper Librarian are then going to sync together for Cloud Castle. Cloud Castle will summon the Metal Cruncher with its full stat line. The Tunneler will banish itself to return 5 machines from the graveyard to the deck. I'm going to read all of your effects so I know what's going on. Not you. Tunneler. Return 5 to the deck, then draw 2. They then discarded Gear Frame and the Watchdog to summon back Machina Fortress. The Metal Cruncher and Cloud Castle are going to overlay for Phantom Fortress. Enter Blathier. The detach unit to banish their opponent's monster, then move to battle, swing with the Baron de Fleur, swing with the Fortress, and swing with the Super Shogun. That was certainly a different way to play heavy machines. I'm horrified. Alright, Dark Magician player. They set 1, activate Magician's Soul, sending away Dark Magician. Pitch the Magician's Souls, summon the Dark Magician. Activate Bond between teacher and student, summoning Dark Magician Girl, and setting a Dark Magic attack. Then passing to their opponent. The opponent activates Fright for Patchwork, adding a Polymerization and an Edge Chain to hand. They activate Despia Theater the Branded, and Super Polymerization, pitching the Edge Imp, fusing their opponent's Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, making Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Edge Imp will let them add the second Fright for Patchwork to hand. They then use Theater of the Branded to fuse the Venom Dragon with the Edge Imp, Predaplant Dragostapelia. They activate Polymerization, fusing Dragostapelia with Sprite Springan's Kit and Effect Veiler for Guardian Chimera. Hang on a second. Why? I understand this puts Polymerization in the grave, so Chimera has its protections. But they did lose their Venom Dragon and another Edge Imp to make Dragostapelia. So this feels excessive. The Chimera will pop the opponent's back row of Destined Rivals, and then the Destined player will summon Aluber, who adds Branded Fusion. They activate Branded Fusion, and also Branded Opening. The Branded Opening will summon Ad Libitum of Despia. The Branded Fusion will summon Albion, the Branded Dragon. Albion will fuse Ad Libitum and Albaz from the graveyard for Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. Ad Libitum will summon Dragostapelia. So they did have a plan. Branded player will then swing with a bunch of monsters for game. Dark Magician player never stood a chance. Got a hero player. Their opponent activates Into the Void. Then activates Zexal Construction, revealing Magical Mallet. They add Ascended Sage to their hand, send the mallet back. Summon the Ascended Sage. Then summon Tenny Spirit Shitana, overlay the 2 after setting one back row. Hey, Shotgun. They make Utopia. The Sage lets them add Hyper Rank Up Magic. Utopia then goes a step further into Utopia Ray. Then they activate the Hyper Rank Up Magic, turning Utopia Ray into Dragonar. This could be Potion OTK. Dragonar will detach 2 units. Yep, there's Numeron Dragon. The Rank Up Magic will put itself on the Numeron Dragon. Numeron Dragon detaches the unit to increase its stats. Into the Void makes them pitch. During their opponent's turn, they activate Mystic Walk, which will increase their life points by the amount they tribute, which was the Dragonar. Which was the Numeron Dragon. Utopia will then detach its units, so at Chainlink 2, it will summon the Shadow Manipulator of Souls, I should say. Manipulator of Souls will increase its attack points based on the life they just gained, and then deal damage equal to the life they just gained, which was 13,000. It's over. Horrifying. I haven't seen one in person yet, and it's terrifying to consider. Right. Sword Soul here, something a bit more standard. Their opponent activates Foolish Burial Goods, but it will be stopped by Ash Blossom. Chain resolves. Player activates Sea Stealth 2, sets 1 back row, and passes. Sword Soul player draws Pot of Desires, uses a Vishuda's effect to summon itself, then sends it away for Monk of the Tendi. The opponent activates Karyushin's Dark Reef, getting rid of their Sea Stealth 2. The player will chain Max C. Exodia is one I don't see in person a lot. The Dark Reef will summon Karyushin and Maiden of the Aqua. Vishuda will banish itself to bounce the Karyushin. Then the player will summon the Ecclesia. Yeah, and the Ecclesia will bounce away for Sword Soul Moye. Sword Soul going into their basic combo. Reveals Taya to summon a token. That gives them Chishao. Chishao and Moye's effects will activate. Moye is linked 2, so it resolves first. Moye gets the draw of a Sword Soul Blackout, and Chishao will add Longwall into hand. Longwall reveals itself, discards Taya, summons itself in that token. Those two are going to sync together, of course, for Baron de Fleur. Longwall banishes it, or for being sent to the graveyard, deals 1,200. Player then uses Pot of Desires. Baron de Fleur uses her effect to destroy Maiden of the Aqua. Swings with Baron, swings with the Monk, and for exact lethal, swings with Chishao. Sword Soul beats Ocean. A sad day for seed food fans worldwide. Numeron player with chicken game. That's gross. The opponent sets 1 back row and passes. A Mirror Force would be enough. I'm not a big fan of fish, but I will go full ham on every crustacean. Player uses Numeron Wall and a Maxi is chained. Numeron Network is activated and then replaced with Numeron Network. And then replaced with Chicken Game. Chicken Game is used to draw 1, which is Cosmic Cyclone. Cyclone is dropped on the opponent's back row of Soul Crossing. Player uses Skystriker Mecha Module's multi-roll, getting rid of the Chicken Game. Activates Skystriker Mobilize, which lets them draw 2 of Hornet Drones and Forbidden Droplet. Or rather, it lets them add 1 Skystriker spell and then draw. Got it. They set the Hornet Drones, they set the Droplet. Multi-roll will return the engage to the field, and then it passes turn. Duelist A completely passes. Their opponent uses Hornet Drones to summon the token. The multi-roll will reset the Hornet Drones. Doesn't look like it's not in their extra. Weird Skystriker Numeron gates, and they already used 2 Numeron networks, so I guess it was a bad opener. Their opponent is running a 52 card deck? No, 51 with 15 card extra, so I don't know what they're up to. They draw a Numeron Wall again. Multi-roll will get rid of the token. They use Mobilize Engage to get Widow Anchor. I guess because they had them in their opener and their searcher, but they didn't have Numeron Calling. Whatever's happening is weird and I don't like it. They activate Hornet Drones again to summon the token, and the token will go into Kagari. Kagari swings for 1900, first damage of the game. The opponent will summon Guardian Slime. Kagari will then turn to Shizuku. They set Widow Anchor. Shizuku will add another Mobilize Engage to hand. Passes to the Egyptian God player, who activates Millennium Revelation, discarding Ra from their hand to add Monster Reborn to their hand. They then activate Monster Reborn, summoning their opponent's Kagari. Kagari does have reduced stats due to Shizuku. Now the Millennium Revelation will activate. Which part of he's activating? Summon Divine Beast, add Monster Born. Send this card to the graveyard to special summon Winged Dragon of Ra from your graveyard with... Wait, what? You can send this face-up card to the graveyard. This turn, you can special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra from your graveyard with Monster Reborn, ignoring its summoning conditions. But you've already used Monster Reborn, so I think you blew it. First one. Weird. They're going to tribute their Guardian Slime for Egyptian God Slime, which will add Blaze Cannon to hand from the Guardian Slime. They tribute Egyptian God Slime for Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode. Sphere Mode's then tributed for Ra. Ra will pay 1,000 to pop the Shizuku. Now his stats are back to normal, with receiving the boost from Kagari that he stole. They swing with Kagari and then summon Numeron Wall. They set one back row. Ra will pay 1,000 to destroy the Numeron Wall. Kind of surprised they didn't use Widow Anchor and Droplet. Weird. They activate Dark World Dealings. Both players draw and pitch one. Activate Into the Void. Activate Mobilize Engage. Get another Widow Anchor. And draw one, which is another Into the Void. Activate it. Your opponent activates Blaze Cannon. This card's unaffected. One Winged Dragon of Ra you control gains this effects. Unaffected by opponent's card effects. When attacks involving this card, there be any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to your monster. If damage calc, if this card's attacked, you can send all monster opponent controls to the graveyard. I certainly can. Sky Striker Numeron gets Chicken Game. Pays 1,000, gets Shark Cannon, activates Numeron Network, uses Network to send away Calling, summons the 4 gates. One gate swings into Kagari, increases the attack. Second gate does the same. Stats are increased, crashes over Ra, and the last gate swings for 4,000. Numeron Sky Striker beats Ra? Okay, let's see. You want to tell me what I'm looking for? I'll get right to watching them replays. Also, let's just get those 5 gems for watching games. Yep. Yes. All this I'm gonna say is fine. Yep, wrong button. So 3. Missed a 7. All right. All right. Start at the oldest one, and we'll work our way up. I love this Ghost Trick field. Alright, looks like you're playing Eldritch Zombies. Opponent sets 3 back row. Passes to you. Draw Cursed Eldland. Activate Elixir of Black Awakening. No response from the opponent. Summons Eldritch the Golden Lord. They activate Effect Veiler then, negating the Golden Lord for some reason. Summon Shiranui Solitaire. Tribute it to summon Unizombie. Use Unizombie to send away Necroworld Banshee. Banshee's effect will send itself away to activate Zombie World. Activate Cursed Eldland, paying the 800. Opponent uses Ash Blossom to negate the adding of a card. Use Unizombie's effect. Pitching a Hakero of the Golden Land. Swinging with Unizombie over the opponent, setting 1 back row of Scarlet Sanguine. Hakero banishes itself to set Elixir of White Destiny. Passes to the opponent. During the draw phase, use Scarlet Sanguine to summon Balderrock. Opponent gives up. Clearly outmatched by the power of the Zombos. I like Eldritch Zombies. Have one in real life. Looks to be the same deck, different opener. Summon Shiranui Solitaire. Tribute it to summon Unizombie. Use its effect, pitching Necroworld Banshee. Banshee will then activate Zombie World. Use Unizombie's other effect, sending a Glow Up Bloom from the deck to grave. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself. Summon Doom King Ballardrock. Set 2 back row and pass. Opponent sets 1 back row and passes. Draw for turn, activate Hakero, summons itself. Sync Unizombie with Hakero. For Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord. I have not seen this card in action yet. During your opponent's turn, quick effect. Target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard, except this card, special summon it. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish the zombie monster control, special summon this card. You can use each effect of Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord once per turn. Not bad. Normal summon Mizuki. Swing with the Zombie Dragon Lord. Opponent uses Mirror Force. Pops all your boys. Main phase 2. Banish Mizuki. To summon back the Red Eyes Zombie Lord. Pass to the opponent. Use the Zombie Lord to summon Doom King Ballardrock. Then use Elixir of Scarlet to summon Eldritch the Golden Lord. Opponent will tribute Ballardrock and the Golden Lord for Lava Golem, then activates Cup of Ace. Coin toss goes, and they lost. 2 cards to you. They then use another Lava Golem, tributing the Zombie Dragon and the other Lava Golem. Hakero, during the end phase, will banish itself to set an Elixir of Black Destiny. Draw for turn, drawing White Destiny. Banish the Scarlet Elixir in their graveyard to set a Guardian of Golden Land. Ballardrock will summon itself at the chain of Elixir of White Destiny. White Destiny will summon the Golden Lord. Ballardrock will summon itself. Opponent surrenders. The consistency, the recursion. It's beautiful. More zombies with Mad Mauler. Summon the Unizombie using its effect, sending away Necroworld Banshee. Banish the Banshee, to activate the zombie world. Use Unizombie's effect, pitching Ballard Rock, modifying Unizombie's level. Pass turn to the opponent. Ballard Rock summons itself during the standby. Opponent activates Allure of Darkness. Draws 2, banishes 1. Banish Despian Tragedy. They chain Branded Opening to Tragedy's effect. Pitching another Tragedy for the cost to add Ad Libitum. Tragedy will then add Alibur. They summon Alibur. Alibur will add Branded Fusion, which they activate. Sending away Fallen of Albaz and Ido, the Supreme Magical Force. Using the two to make Lubellion. Lubellion will pitch Edgem Chain. Ballard Rock will then activate, negating Lubellion's effect. Edgem Chain's effect will attempt to activate. Ballard Rock will respond to that by banishing the Lubellion. Edgem will add Fright for Patchwork. Fright for Patchwork is activated, adding Polymerization and another Edgem Chain. Polymerization is used, fusing Ad Libitum with Edgem Chain for a Masquerade. Ad Libitum's effect will activate to summon back Lubellion. Moving into battle, Alibur swings over Unizombie. Masquerade swings over Ballard Rock, and Lubellion swings direct. Passes back to you. Ballard Rock summons itself back to the field. After Masquerade's effect makes you pay 600. Summon the Unizombie. Pay 600, use its effect. Ballard Rock will respond and pay another 600. Ballard Rock will banish Masquerade. Unizombie sends away a glow-up Bloom. Bloom will banish itself, but its effect is stopped by Ash Blossom. Ballard Rock will respond by negating the Ash Blossom, so Glow-up Bloom goes through, summoning a second Ballard Rock. Unizombie will modify the level of Lubellion by pitching Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler will reduce the level of Ballard Rock to 6 and summon itself back. The two then sync together for Skeletal Dragon Felgrand. If this card is special summoned, target one monster your opponent controls or in the graveyard and banish it. If a monster is special summoned from either graveyard while it's on the field, target one other face-up monster on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. It's a 2800 by 2800. Not terrible. Banishing the Lubellion. Felgrand swings over Alibur. Unizombie goes direct. So does Ballard Rock. Then Ballard Rock and Unizombie are going to link together for Vampire Sucker. Vampire Sucker will summon Ido. Let you draw a card, which is Jacko Bolin, who will pitch Mizuki to summon himself. Mizuki will banish itself to summon Ballard Rock. Ballard Rock and Felgrand are going to overlay for the Zombie Vampire. Zombie Vampire using its effect, both players mill 4, summoning one sent monster, which will be Eldritch. Eldritch of White Destiny will banish itself in order to set a Conquistador. During the end phase, Guardian of the Golden Land will banish itself to set a White Destiny. Passes to the opponent. Activate the Elixir of White Destiny during the draw phase to summon Doom King Ballard Rock. Vampire Sucker lets you draw a card. The opponent will banish Despian Tragedy to add Branded Opening to the field. Turn Ido to attack mode. Ido swings into the Zombie Vampire. Branded player passes turn. Turn Eldritch to attack. Swing with the Zombie Vampire. And that's game. Nice. Let's move on to this match versus Humbucker. I'll be damned, his name is Humbucker. They activate Magical Mallet. Sending back 2 to draw 2. They set 2, normal summon Fusilier, the dragon, dual mode beast. Passes to you. You summon Shiranui Solitaire, tribute it to summon out the Unizombie. Unizombie will pitch Necroworld Banshee. Banshee will banish itself to activate Zombie World. Unizombie will send away Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself to summon Ballardrock. Set 1, Ballardrock swings over Fusilier Dragon. The opponent then activates Level Resist Wall. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, target one of those monsters, special summon it from your deck in defense mode. Special summon monsters from your deck in defense mode, so their combined levels equal the level of that monster, but negate their effects. So they can summon however many monsters they want, as long as their levels equal 7. And they're going to summon the 5 pieces of Exodia. Then they activate Sound the Retreat to return all their monsters to the hand. And that will activate Exodia. Yeah, sure, that's a way to do it. Well, goddamn, Humbucker. Unhinged. That came out of nowhere. Start off this match against Drokami by summoning Solitaire, tribute it for Unizombie. Unizombie will send away Necroworld Banshee. Banshee banishes self to activate Zombie World. Use Unizombie to tribute Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself to summon Ballardrock. Activate Elixir of Black Destiny, or Black Awakening, to summon the Eldritch. Pass to the opponent. The opponent summons Shiranui Squire. In response to her effect, Ballardrock will activate, negating her effect. Opponent sets 2 back row, swings the Squire over the Unizombie, and passes. Draw Eldritch Golden Lord. Use Black Awakening to set Golden Land Forever. Summon Unizombie. Use its effect to send away a Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler will reduce the level of Ballardrock, summon itself back. Attempt to use Unizombie's effect to modify the level of the Shiranui Squire. Opponent activates Shiranui style Swallow Slash, tributing their Squire to target 2 cards on the field and destroy them, then banish a Shiranui monster from their deck. They attempt to target Ballardrock and Golden Land Forever. Golden Land Forever cannot be activated the turn it's set. The slash goes through. Unizombie pitches Necroworld Banshee still for its effect. The Shiranui Spirit Master that was banished by the effect of Slash will use its effect on being banished to destroy Eldritch the Golden Lord. Mad Mauler and Unizombie will be used as material for Vampire Sucker. Sucker will summon back the Squire to the opponent's field, letting you draw a card. Eldritch will send away the Zombie World to add itself back to hand, then summon itself with increased stats and protections. The second Banshee in the grave will be banished to activate the second Zombie World. Moving into battle, Sucker swings over Squire, and Eldritch goes direct for 3,500. During the standby phase, Ballardrock will summon itself, and Sucker lets you draw a card for it. Opponent uses Twin Twisters, pitching their Mizuki to destroy Zombie World. Summons another Shiranui Squire. The effect will once again be negated by Ballardrock. Mizuki will banish itself from the graveyard. to attempt to summon Squire, which it will. Then they activate another Swallow Slash. This time banishing a Shiranui Solitaire of their own, which will let them summon the Spirit Master. Spirit Master and Squire are going to link together for Hita. Hita will then use her effect to attempt to summon your Shiranui Solitaire, but you will stop it with Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. They move to battle. Hita will swing over Sucker and pass. Eldritch's stats go back to normal. Draw Algula Mazera for turn. Use Mad Molly's effect, reducing the level of Eldritch, summoning it back from the grave. Sync the two together for the Zombie Dragon Lord. Move to battle. Zombie Dragon Lord swings over Hita. Hita lets them add Shiranui Squire to the hand. Pass turn. During their turn, use the effect of Zombie Dragon Lord to summon Eldritch. They summon Shiranui Squire. You activate Conquistador. Conquistador will summon itself and destroy the Squire. Squire's effect will go off to summon... What in God's name was that? Shiranui Spectral Sword. Spectral Sword's effect will then go off, tributing itself, targeting Shiranui Solitaire and Mizuki in the grave. No, from Banish to summon them both. They pass turn. Draw Scarlet Sanguine for turn. Set it. Mad Mauler will reduce the level of the Zombie Dragon Lord, summon itself. The Zombie Mad Mauler and Conquistador are going to sync together for Red Eye's Zombie Necro Dragon. Zombie Necro Dragon gains 100 tech defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards, and both players are running zombie decks, so this is a chunky 4100. As the effect of when another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard to your own field. Dragon Lord swings over Shiranui Solitaire, so Necro Dragon will summon Ballardrock. The opponent realizes how screwed they are and gives up. Good game. Another match, not opening Unizombie this time. Summon Necroworld Banshee, banish her from field. The opponent will launch off a Max C for some reason. Banshee activates Zombie World. Set 3 back row and pass. Activate Hakero. The opponent will summon Ecclesia by her own effect, then tribute her for Moye. Moye reveals Sword Soul Strife. Summons Token. The two are going to sync together for Chishao. No, Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, actually. Moye lets them draw 1. Scarlet will swing over the Hakero. Not bad. It's definitely a good, consistent deck. Set Mizuki in defense mode. Bring the end phase. Banish Hakero to set Scarlet Sanguine. Then the opponent's turn, activate the Scarlet. But the opponent has Ash Blossom waiting. Scarlet is negated. The opponent summons the Golden Sword Soul. Who runs that? Attempts to swing direct with Red Dragon Archfiend, but you summon the Guardian to take the hit instead. Opponent sets 2 back row and passes. Draw for turn. Banish Scarlet Sanguine in order to set a card. The opponent activates Sword Soul Strife. If a card is banished, you can banish 1 Worm Synchro monster or 1 Sword Soul card from your hand deck or graveyard, or that's face up on either field. If this card is banished, you can special summon 1 Sword Soul token. While that token is a monster, doesn't play summon it, blah, 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 can't do stuff except Synchro Summon. Scarlet Sanguine will set another Hakero. The Strife will banish itself, summon a token. Summon Necroworld Banshee. Pass turn. Opponent activates Sword Soul Sacred Summit to resummon Moye. Moye will reveal Sword Soul Blackout in hand to summon another token. Moye and one token will make Stardust Dragon. Moye lets them draw one. Then normal summon Taya, who will sync together with a token for red Dragon Archfiend. Taya lets them send a card to grave. They attempt to swing with the Golden Sword Soul. They respond by summoning Hakero. That gets run over by the twins. Stardust goes over Hakero. And they swing with both red Dragon Archfiends. Down to 800. During the end phase, banish the Guardian to set an Elixir of Black Awakening. They use the effect of Sword Soul Strife to banish their Iris Sword Soul for some reason. Draw for turn, and it's Conquistador. Set card, activate the Black Awakening to summon Eldritch the Golden Lord. Set 1, during the end phase, Hakero will banish itself. Set Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. They use Strife to banish their own Strife from the deck, which will summon another token. During their draw phase, activate Scarlet Sanguine to summon Doom King Ballard Rock. Then activate Conquistador, which will pop the Scarlight. They activate Raigeki. The Golden Land Forever, been set since turn 1, will tribute Conquistador to negate. Necroworld Banshee will banish itself. Activate a Zombie World. Strife will banish a Taya. Red Dragon Archfiend will swing over the Eldritch the Golden Lord, and its effect will destroy Ballard Rock. Stardust attempts to go direct, but the Elixir of White Destiny will summon Eldritch back to the field. Archfiend would destroy the token for not attacking, but Stardust will trigger itself to negate the destruction, and in turn destroy the Red Dragon Archfiend. Stardust summons itself back. Banish Scarlet Sanguine to set another Golden Land Forever. They use Strife to banish itself, summoning more tokens. They don't know why they have that card either. Ballard Rock summons itself. Elixir of White Destiny is banished. Sets a Guardian of Golden Land. Summon Unizombie. Unizombie will activate its effect. Ballard Rock will chain. Ballard Rock banishes Stardust. Unizombie sends away Al Ghul Mazera. All three of your monsters are going to be sunk together for Vampire Fascinator. Fascinator will summon the opponent's Red Dragon Archfiend. Mizuki will banish itself. Summon Doom King Ballard Rock. Send away the Guardian of the Golden Land to summon the Eldritch. The opponent surrenders. So long, Sonic the Hedgehog. That was a really back and forth match. Mirror match. They activate their Eldland, pay 800 to add Conquistador. Set 4, so they have 5 back row total, and pass. Activate your Curse Eldland. They use Scarlet Sanguine. Summon the Golden Lord. Use your Curse Eldland to add your Eldritch. Use its effect, sending it and Conquistador away. The opponent uses Called by the Grave. Chain White Destiny to get your Eldritch out of there before it goes off. They use Golden Land Forever, tributing their Eldritch. White Destiny loses its target. Called by will resolve. Not lose its target. White lost its effect. Summon Solitaire, banish it to summon, tribute it to summon Unizombie. Sends away Necroworld Banshee. Unizombie again, sending away Glow Up Bloom. Summon Ballardrock. Move to battle. Ballardrock swings 2800. During the end phase, banish Hakero, which will set Scarlet Sanguine. Pass to the opponent. Opponent uses Eldland to add Eldritch. Eldritch will send away Rivalry of Warlords. To attempt to use its effect, Ballardrock will negate. Eldritch will send away Cursed Eldland to attempt to use its effect. Ballardrock will respond again, this time banishing the Eldritch. Cursed Eldland, for being sent away, will send away Hakero. Chain your Scarlet Sanguine to summon a second Eldritch of your own. They activate their second Eldland. They banish Scarlet Sanguine to set Hakero. I say that different every time. Draw for turn. Banish your Scarlet Elixir to set Golden 7 cities of the Golden Land. Activate it. Then activate Curse Eldland. Hang on, I lost track of the plot there for a minute. Activate Curse Eldland to add Guardian of Golden Land. Use Eldritch's effect, sending itself and Golden Land away, targeting Conquistador of Golden Land, which is sent to the graveyard. Activate 7 cities of the Golden Land, fusing Al Ghul Mazera with Eldritch the Golden Lord for Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord. That's a big boy. 7 cities will activate, targeting the opponent's back row. Unizombie will then use its effect, and Ballardrock will chain. It will banish another of the opponent's Eldritches, send away Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler will reduce the level of the Mad Golden Lord, summon itself. The two will then sync together for Red Eye's Zombie Dragon Lord. Eldritch will send away Cursed Eldland, add itself back to hand, summon itself with increased stats. Cursed Eldland, for being sent, will send away Hakero. Swing with the Golden Lord, and swing with Ballardrock for game. Always satisfying to win the mirror match. Prove yourself the superior pilot. Those were some entertaining replays. How long has this been going for? Almost an hour? Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Having watched a number of entertaining games today, all those zombie games and the matches earlier, it's a very good deck. I recommend it to anyone who enjoys the undead. But as I was saying before I interrupted myself, watched a lot of satisfying matches today, but this video's been going for about the appropriate length that I like it, so I'm going to call this the end of today's Watch and Learn. If you got the stream, like you did, Shotgun, thanks for watching. If you're catching a replay, thanks for that too. Goodbye.